So when you dove into the case, I'm assuming at some point the state had to turn over discovery, which was the evidence they had against your client. What were some of your initial doubts and fears with respect to that?
There wasn't a ton of discovery in this case, at least initially. We were really looking at a citation. It's like an arrest warrant affidavit from the investigating officer laying out the allegations in the case. And then so we filed a motion for discovery to get everything that the county had. The judge actually gave us a deadline to respond to that discovery. So we provided some of our own reciprocal discovery to the county, and the deadline came and passed, and we got nothing else from the county. But then it was several days after the deadline, they produced some photographs of the alleged victim's arm with some bruising on it. It was nothing that was produced earlier on in the case, but only, like I said, after that deadline. So that was something that we certainly had to take a look at. But once I talked to my client about that piece of evidence, he was very quick to explain that in the altercation that occurred that day, the accuser, who was an employee of my client, actually, it was her husband who was the one that grabbed her on the arm and caused that bruise that day.